Have you noticed? Most of the time, we are in resistance to reality, to whatever is happening right now. Take a moment and reflect. What are you resisting in this very moment? Maybe you're waiting for someone to show up and you don't like the feeling of being alone or bored. So your mind starts chattering, saying, "Why is it taking them so long? How long do I have to wait?" Or maybe you want to have a cookie, but you're fighting the craving. Or maybe your mind is tormenting you with negative thoughts that just won't leave you alone. Whatever the cause, it's not letting you be at ease with the present moment. You can feel this inner reaction, this subtle pushing away of the experience so that you can bypass it and get to a better moment. The problem is we keep pushing away at this moment, believing the next one will finally satisfy us. But as soon as we arrive at the next moment, we start resisting again. So your friend arrives and you enjoy the conversation for a bit. But then you start looking for a place to eat, and then you wait for your table, and then you wait for the food to arrive, and so you are back again resisting the present moment. Or you give in and eat the cookie, and you enjoy it for a minute or two, but then guilt shows up, and now you are resisting the guilt. Or let's say you don't eat the cookie, but you hate the feeling of denying yourself. So then you start looking for another way to reward yourself just to get rid of that uncomfortable feeling of having deprived yourself. The same happens with negative thoughts. You resist one thought, move on to the other one, but you resist that too. We all do it. And then, before we know, we are down a rabbit hole, caught in a bad mood, and then we are desperately trying to shake that off with something else. So, the net is this: we welcome the present moment only when it is pleasurable. Otherwise, we try to push it away. We complain, sulk, throw mental tantrums. Now, why do we do this? Because we live unconsciously. We become pleasure seekers, so our expectation from every moment is to deliver pleasure, dopamine, happy chemicals. And when that does not happen, we reject it. Now, what is wrong with living this way? First, on a physical level, the body seeks balance, homeostasis. When there's a surge of happy chemicals, the brain works to bring them down. And then the craving for another high begins. More stimulation is sought. This then becomes a yo yo cycle that's exhausting and damaging to our physical and mental health. Second, psychologically, there is no maturity or growth. We behave like junkies chasing the next fix, or like babies whose favorite toy has been taken away. Ask yourself, would you want to spend time with someone who's entitled, constantly whining, and demanding more? And third, there's a choice to be made. Do you want to evolve, become a mature, conscious individual, or do you want to remain constantly stimulated, distracted by things that eventually lose their shine and feel empty? So, what are we to do? Now, this isn't about shunning life or rejecting experiences. You can still enjoy things, have possessions, but not as a way to escape uneasy feelings. First, simply notice how often you're resisting the present moment. Then, try being at ease with what is here. Existence only happens now. The past and future are stories, mental constructs. They may feel real, but they exist only in our minds. Let's try something. If you notice that you're resisting this moment because you're waiting for something else, pause. Take a deep breath. Close your eyes if you like, and turn inward. Observe your thoughts and feelings. Notice the tension in your body. Resistance always shows up as stress somewhere, so gently relax your shoulders, your jaw, chest, stomach, or any other place that feels tight. Keep breathing deeply. As you do this, something subtle happens. A small space opens up between you and your thoughts. You may still be resisting the moment, but now there is some distance between you and that resistance. Now, don't push the resistance away. Don't resist the resistance. Simply notice it and allow it. Welcome it. So, if you're waiting or having a craving or watching a negative thought, let those feelings and sensations be there. Be at ease with what you're experiencing without trying to change it. It's like looking at something and leaving it alone. No intention to fix it, no attempt to modify it. You are an existential being looking at reality. There is you and there is you waiting. Be okay with the waiting, be okay with the craving, be okay with the negative thought. All resistance comes from wanting to push feelings away. So instead, stay with them. If you're able to stay fully present, the feelings may change. Or you may get bored or tired and fall back into old reactions. Either way, you'll get a taste of what it is like to be at ease with a part of existence. As you practice this, you'll notice more openness in your life. You won't get jittery and immediately start looking for escape routes when things are not to your liking. You cultivate this through alertness and awareness. Now, this does not mean tolerating unhealthy situations or never making changes. You can still take action, but those actions won't come from resistance or unease. They will come from clarity. And from that space, life feels more effortless, more present, and more stable. See if you can practice this today, just once. If you forget and fall back into resistance, that's okay. Notice it, come back to it, and notice how different life feels when you stop arguing with it. Nothing needs to be added, nothing needs to be pushed away. Just this moment, embraced as it is. Thanks for watching.